Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724 and the pitfuturestrading.com coming to you this Wednesday morning, April 1st. We're looking at the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And new quarter, new month, same problems. As we spoke yesterday in last night's video, 4-day balance, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got to the top of it basically all 4 times. Yesterday extended it a little bit, taking out the previous week's high. We said there was a void above there, but they had to get accepted above. If not, we're going to test the bottom of the balance. Well, the bottom of the balance is 249.05, and as of right now, we're trading even a bit below that. So, the balance rules work beautifully. Usually in a balance, though, it could take a day, a week, a month to go from the top of the balance to the bottom. It took overnight to get to the bottom of this balance, the way this market has been trading. Now, the question is this the big boys back to selling it, or is it still the shorter-term traders that we've seen recently that failed at the top of a balance, and now we're going to test the bottom? The big guys don't care about balance rules or any of those things we speak about. So it will be interesting, right? You got to know your competition. That's the important thing. So we'll see this morning if the sellers are just looking to stretch the bottom of the bounce a little bit and get back in, or push lower. The way we have a huge void above these 4 days highs, there's a big void below this day's low, right? 249.05. The next one isn't until 239.75, which is the low of March 25th. We're trading right now inside of M period of that day. I would say the only thing to lean on, and it's not much to lean on, is the low of M period from that day, which is around a 245.50 level. So let's go over destinations and a game plan for this morning. So right now, on the upside, our first destination will be our pre-market high, which is 251.98. Then we don't have anything until yesterday's low to fill the gap at 256.22. So right now it's an 800-point gap. Again, these gaps have been huge lately. We'll see if that continues. Now, obviously, the real important one is to get back into this 4-day balance. So 249.05. You're going to have to keep that on your radar. If the bulls cannot get back into that level, well, then you're eventually going to go down to that 239.75 target. So 249.05 is going to be a big level for the bulls to get into. It doesn't matter if they close this gap today, but you want to get accepted back into this 4-day balance. So those are the only two I'm going to give you to the upside right now. For the downside, now, since there's still just over an hour to go, I'm going to give you this daily low of 251.05. Then we have the 249.05 daily low, and then the 239.75 daily low. So again, reference points, destinations all over the place. Game plan for this morning. Huge gap. Market's very short overnight. Do I want to sell it at the bottom of a balance? I do not. All right, see if there's a price inventory adjustment to get back into this range, and then see if we come back out of it. These are things you have to look for. Do I want to buy it here? Not really. There's not a lot to lean on. I mean, if you want to go long, you're going to be doing it with lower value, gap lower. The only thing you could really lean on is possibly M's low from March 25th. So our pre-market low is 247.25 as of right now, which is $1 lower from where we are. So again, you want to do it for a quick inventory adjustment play? Possibly. You can buy it around the pre-market low, lean against M's low from the 25th. If that gets rejected and you go below that, I'd be out of the trade. I still think, again, on a day like today, you're going to get many, many opportunities. So I would wait for more market-generated information. I also would not short it here, right? Because you could get that inventory adjustment. So again, personally, I'm going to wait for a period to probably form totally before I take a trade. I would not take a short down here, and the only long I would take would be against an inventory adjustment, against the pre-market low, M's low from the 25th, to see if we at least get back to around the balance low. Now, in the next hour, if you open inside this balance low, again, you want to take a call play, you can. Then you're going to take more heat. Are you going to be out below A's low from that day, or are you going to wait all the way down to M's low from that day? Depends on the heat you want to take. But I wouldn't be taking a short just yet. Now, let's go to the charts. Monthly, new month, one-time framing down. We took back a lot from the low from last month, but again, not out of the woods yet as far as the lows for this year. Weekly, took out, right? 2 weeks ago high, last week's high, made a new high this week, but didn't get a lot of distance, and you're going to see that a lot clearer on the daily, and now we're back in. Remember, I said I'm not going to call it up, even though we're one-time framing up. This is strictly balanced to me. Question is, did they want to just stretch the last 2 weeks' highs? Well, if you do, yeah, on the intermediate term, your next destination would be at least the bottom of March's low, which is 228, if we're to start getting accepted back into those 2 weeks. And then on the daily, same thing. There'll be pit stops on down to that level, right? 4-day balance. We were one-time framing up for 6 days, yet the last 4 you could get no distance away. The trend was struggling. The trend was getting old on the daily, right? If there were real buyers there, you're going to extend this. We couldn't do it. So once you can't do that, you're going to the bottom of a balance, 249.05. Question is this all they want? If it's not, then you're going to do those pit stops. Next one is $10 lower, just about, 239.75. Then that 233.80 low and the gap. So to me, it's very important for the bulls to defend the bottom of this 4-day balance. It's a turf war. Right? That's all it is. Every day it's a turf war between the bulls and bears. If you break it down like that, it's very visual. I think it helps to see the bigger picture a lot better. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.